Welcome to another exciting episode of What's in the Box. I'm your host, Ronnie Rokk. In today's episode, we'll be learning how to do-it-yourself tablet teleprompter. I know, there's a lot of videos out there already with this. But what I did was check out a bunch of videos, found the best of the best, and here we go for this video lesson. So, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you everything we need to get this project done. Okay, let's take a look at what type of materials we're going to need, the prices on these materials, and how to put it together. Alright, let's take a look at what some of the things we're going to be using. I have two picture frames that I picked up from Walmart. These were $5 a piece. They came with this little backing frame, and the glass itself just snaps right into the frame. So, let's take a look at how that looks. Here's the glass. It just snaps right in like that. Now, if you're going to be using regular glass like this, instead of the beam splitting glass, which I do have, what I would recommend doing is buying some tinted film from the Walmart or any kind of store that sells that automotive type of detailing stuff, and put you a piece of film on here with the reflective material. I'm going to go ahead and take this glass out because we're going to have to screw the frames so we can hinge our frames together with these hinges here. Wait, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're building a teleprompter. Let's get busy. Okay, we'll go ahead and mark our holes for our braces that we need to put on, one on each side. But first of all, let me talk about these frames. These are actually 12 by 12 inch frames. Most people use 8 by 10 because they're more easily found. These I had a hard time finding, but I wanted a little bit bigger teleprompter screen. So what I did was, these have little bands on the back, and the glass just snaps right in like I showed you earlier. But I took just cut them with some cutting pliers, cut these out, because the camera is going to go behind here. We don't want the bands to be in the way. So let's go ahead and mark our frames. If you look at the size braces on the back of the brace, the box that it comes in, it'll tell you what size drill bit to use to drill your pilot holes. Okay, so let's go ahead and drill our holes. Make sure you use safety glasses when doing this. Okay, let's do the other side. Now we got our braces in place. One note, if you do buy this particular frame like I have here, you have to get some smaller screws because the ones that came with the braces are fairly long. You have to get some shorter ones because the glass has to fit within the radius of the bottom. As you can see, the screws pretty much come all the way to the base here. we're gonna have to make this a 45-degree angle, which will probably be about right there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna use a coat hanger. I'm gonna cut this about, let's see what size we need here. Probably about 6 inches, 2 6-inch pieces off of here. And then we'll go ahead and drill some little holes, so one on each side, to where we can, if you want to, you can drill a few holes on each side here. That way you can adjust different angles if you want to. But we'll go ahead and do one at the 45-degree angle here. What I like to cut is the bottom part, because it already has the bend in it, which is we're gonna have to bend this anyway to get it in. So we'll go ahead and do 6 inches, about right there. Okay, and from the other side as well. Put us a bend in the other side there. Probably gonna cut some of this off here. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Okay, and what you want to do is once you get your 45-degree angle, which is about like so, go ahead and put your little things, line them up, and go ahead and make you some little holes. Okay, like so. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drill these holes, and then we'll put our hinge in place, and then we'll go ahead and do the other side. Okay, let's see what we got here. Perfect. All right, that looks good. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and line up our other side. Okay. What you're going to do here is you're lining up the hinge right in the center of the frame. Again, make sure you use safety glasses whenever you're doing this. I know I'm not using them right now, but because I couldn't find them and I wanted to show you this project. But it's a good idea. Make sure you're wearing your safety glasses when you're drilling or doing any kind of work at home. I'm going to go ahead and put the teleprompter glass in. Which, as you can see, I broke mine. I had to trim it because it was a little bit too big to fit. So I'm going to make sure this broken piece is at the bottom. Okay. Okay, so we have our glass in. Next step here, this came with the frame, so we'll use this on the bottom. And put our tablet here in place. Okay, the next step is to put some clothes on this mother. Alright, so basically what I have here is an old umbrella and just drape it over here. What I'm gonna do here is get my size, then go ahead and cut. So I got my Velcro strips here. We're gonna cut them into little strips, and then we're gonna place them on the frames and the sides and maybe some on the bottom here. And then we'll apply the Velcro to the material itself to adhere all the way around. One thing we're gonna do is probably staple the Velcro strips onto the material itself so it doesn't come off, because the sticky side doesn't adhere too well to this type of material. Okay, we're just going to secure this to the Velcro real good, and then I'm going to show you how to get this thing set up. Okay, to get set up, all you're going to need is a tripod. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. It could be one like this here. I got this from Walmart for about 10 bucks or so. It's very cheap, so you don't have to go the expensive route when setting this up. Next step is to make sure we have the right level of height so that our camera's in the right place and it'll fit through our pocket hole. Let's just adjust these stand legs. Now we'll go ahead and put the material around the lens. And need to scoot the camera up a little bit. Okay, the next thing is we need to get our software on our tablet ready, or iPad, whatever you're using. You can download some software for teleprompters free from just search on Google to find it. So we'll put this in place. Now all we have to do is get in our chair, have someone turn the camera on record for us, or we can do it before we sit down, and just have a seat and start reading. I hope you liked this episode of What's in the Box, and right now I'm reading from the teleprompter that I just showed you how to make. Pretty cool, huh? I hope you enjoyed this episode of What's in the Box. Until next time, I hope to see you again. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. What's in the box? It could be anything.